Hi love, welcome back to my channel. So today's reading is the April 2021 Shadow, Light and Guidance for the Earth Signs. Before we get started, I'll just reintroduce myself. My name's Leonie and this is Side Chick. So this is the April 2021 reading for the Earth Signs. So these are going to represent our shadow, these are going to represent our light, and these are going to represent our guidance. Okay, so for our shadow aspect, remember the shadow things that we might find difficult, things that we might find a bit challenging, or stuff that we just kind of generally need to pay attention to. Give us a little bit of a heads up. So let's see what we need to know this month, please. I'm going to here. What does this say? I won't cry for you. Okay, let's put that there. Now for our light aspect. Oh. And our light aspect is things that are generally helpful for us or uplifting, stuff that is maybe something to work towards, generally a positive influence. Okay, let's see where we're going here. Go that one. Karmic relationships. Okay, and then last but not least, our guidance, and this is talking about just things that generally are guidance, stuff that's generally helpful, or that perhaps provides us some sense of direction. Let's see what we need to know this month, please. Go with this one. Oh, the Lovers. Oh, it's a very love reading today. Okay, so first of all, our shadow aspect, and this says, I won't cry for you. This could be about how we sometimes don't want to admit our emotions, sometimes how we try to keep our emotions bottled up, or we think of them as a weakness in some way. And actually that can be counterproductive sometimes, especially if we are kind of very stubbornly saying, I'm not going to show emotion, I'm not going to react, I'm not going to cry. You know, that whole kind of big girls don't cry, big boys don't cry, that sort of feeling. It's actually not always, it's not always helpful for us. It's not always beneficial for us. And, you know, with earth signs, sometimes the tendency is to kind of be very kind of practical and realistic about things. And, you know, there's sometimes a tendency to view emotions as being superfluous, or like just a bit of a waste of energy. But in this instance, I would probably say this month, just from these cards, it's talking about how this could actually be doing more harm than good this month. This kind of decision not to cry, not to react, not to show emotion, not to kind of open up and be vulnerable. So I would say, if you feel that this is appropriate, challenge yourself to show emotion, to feel what you're feeling, and to express that, to kind of open up and let yourself be vulnerable, let yourself be seen. It doesn't have to be a giant display, you know, it doesn't have to be something that you know, kind of is, you know, very dramatic or what have you, but you know, in terms of just expressing your own feelings, that might be really, really helpful this month, rather than kind of denying them or pretending that they don't exist. So next I'm going to come to our light aspect, and this says karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth and conflict. Karmic relationships tend to be, they're not just romantic relationships, they can be friendships, they can be interactions with anyone really, relationships from our past, they can be with our family, friends, loved ones, anything you know, in that respect. And a karmic relationship often is not a smooth one. It's often one that has something to teach us, something that we need to learn or to become aware of in order to help ourselves grow. And we help ourselves grow, and the other person is also helped to grow as well. And so maybe this month it really kind of comes to the fore, especially if you've had a particularly difficult interaction with someone, maybe historically, or even very recently, maybe you've had a difficult, you know, series of difficult interactions with somebody. Perhaps it is a karmic relationship, something that helps you to grow, something that helps you to find resolution in amongst conflict. And so in that way we can offer thanks for that, we can offer gratitude for that ability to be able to recognize it as such, and as an opportunity to actually grow and to see things a different way, to have an expanded life view, to have expanded life experiences. It also says about polarity, and polarity is kind of like opposites. So this could be a situation where opposites are attracting, or even opposites are totally repelling in this instance. But the main thing really with this card that's jumping out at me is the soul growth. So you know, if we're pairing it with this card here, and we're talking about, you know, being open, being vulnerable, showing our emotions and not being afraid to do so, you know, that can help to kind of clear out any conflict that might be happening around us, so that we can move forward and experience that soul growth this month. And then the guidance, the lovers. Oh, I love this card. So this is a major card, and it talks about loving relationships, romantic relationships, soulmates and twin flames and all of that good stuff. And it's the right way up. So it's talking about it being a really beautiful month for romance, for strengthening existing relationships, or for new relationships coming in, new romance, new love coming in. It's also talking about this divine balance between the divine masculine energies and divine feminine energies, that is present within everybody in varying degrees. So even if it's not, you know, a physical relationship with another person, it could be that you come more into balance within yourself in terms of your own divine masculine and divine feminine energies, and almost this kind of falling in love with yourself. It's a really kind of beautiful card and really sort of beautiful energy this month throughout April. So in whatever way you want to connect with that, in whatever way you want to express your love for yourself or others, again, opening up about your relationships and your emotions, and allowing yourself to resolve conflict for your soul's growth, this could potentially be a really, really beautiful month. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. I'm going to leave it there. So if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video, leave me some comments, let me know what you think. And I will see you again really soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.